All right, and welcome everybody here in Twitch chat and also on YouTube if you're watching this video later on over there. For our last deck of the night, this is going to be Bant Vannifar. Well, we'll see. It's also kind of a little early, so if this deck doesn't take a long time, maybe we'll throw in a fifth deck today. But anyway, this is our fourth donation deck of the night, Bant Vannifar. This one looks pretty spicy. This one looks like it'll be a lot of fun. So we have Prime Speaker Vannifar is what our deck is basically built around, the birthing pod of the format. And so because of that, we have just a ton of creatures with ETB effects all the way up the chain. We have some that are not as good to sacrifice. Like we're not going to really want to sacrifice Deputy Detentions too much, but maybe we need to get a Deputy Detention from a Branchwalker kind of thing. So that works out pretty well too. We have Riverwise Augur, which is the brainstorm of the format. Getting able to draw 3 and then put 2 on top of your library in any order. Not only does that work trying to fix your hand and everything, but that does work pretty well with Vannifar, where if you have like, maybe you have like a card that you want to Vannifar chain into, but you have like the Augur also, you can play your Augur, put like whatever card you want to go find with Vannifar on top. Like for example, maybe you just played Vannifar and then you have like a cool 5-drop like Biogenic Ooze, but you missed your land drop. Well, you can cast your Augur, put your Biogenic Ooze from your hand back on top of your library, then sacrifice your Augur to go put the Ooze into play. I don't know, just things you can do. So yeah, so that's what we got here. So this one looks like it'll be pretty fun to play. So let's check it out. Bant Vannifar. Yeah, if Deputy is taking a token, then getting rid of it with the Vannifar is certainly a really good move there. Absolutely. Yeah, we're taking a Krasis. Krasis is just kind of like the best Deputy target. Alright, I like this hand. It'll obviously get better if we draw a white source immediately, where we can have Bugler on 2, Vannifar on 3. We'll see if that happens or not. Alright, so I need to get Abzan Legends up on YouTube. Oh, Gates. Gates is going to be really tough for us. This is not a matchup we want to face. They just go too far over the top. Too many sweepers. I will be very surprised if we win this matchup, to be honest. Not what I wanted to face. Well, bad news, we're stuck on lands. Good news, they're stuck on lands. Hey, the 4th Vannifar. Welcome to the party. However, we may just get him. Dang. Come on, white mana. They're drawing lands. Can we draw a land? Draw a white land? No, yeah, I'm not Horizons has not piqued my interest at all in Modern. No, as a full-time streamer, I prefer Standard. Just get white mana. Probably have Oh, not Circuitous Route. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, how are we getting out of this? So turning land, like the best thing for Land Werewolves to turn into is Branchwalker. The best thing for Jade Light to turn into is nothing. I guess Zagana, because we already had to get rid of multiple 4s. Nothing really to do with that. So I guess I have to go get Branchwalker. Okay, we drew our land. So we can play the Ooze. If they attack with both, I'm double blocking the Ram with Jade Light and Token. How many white sources do we have in this deck? Because it doesn't seem like very many. 3, 4, 8, 12. We have 12? That is not very many. I'm really not surprised we don't have any white. No, Deckmaster works. Wait, refresh your stream. This needs to have at least 14 white sources. 12 is just not... That's just not a realistic number. That's some cool animation. Wait, what are y'all talking about? What was lethal? Oh, if I just attack. Oh, crap. Can I Z? Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking of like how to not die. Yeah, I guess I did have lethal. Sorry, just frustrated by all the white sources. I didn't even... Yeah, I missed that. We'll see if we can still get that. We got this thing to chump block the Colossus. Got the Trample Ram out of there. You'd ask how many gems am I getting per day through the ICR at the end of the leagues, and honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't really have a good estimate. I don't know, maybe 100? Maybe. they have to be playing red, right? So like they're just 4-color, they just didn't have red. What's good against gates? Like Spell Pierce, they can get out of Spell Pierce range very early, but Spell Pierce is good before that, early, that is. Baffling gets rid of Ram. Gets rid of Ram and Krasis. Vivian is awesome against them. I guess Dovin's probably not so bad either. We just want, we want Planeswalkers. I mean, Dovin doesn't make things that block at all. Like these 1/1s aren't blocking Rams or Colossuses or anything like that. Knight of Autumn is good for the Guild Summit, that is true, and it can also blow up a Colossus. Then I do want Negate. I don't like having Spell Pierces in the sideboard. I'd like if this was 3 Negates, I would love throwing in 3 Negates. I don't like Spell Pierce basically as a card in a deck that tries to have the game go long like this one does. I don't think the Spell Pierce is a very good sideboard card here. Just like in this style of deck. Not here as in matchup wise. So yeah, we're bringing in a bunch of things the Bugler doesn't hit. Let's cut those. We have a pretty filled in slot there. Yeah, I took out Tristani and then just cut a couple cut 2 Wild Growth Walkers. No, I don't change the decks at all for the donation decks unless they specifically say free of field to change anything. Then I may change something, but if not, then I don't change anything, and I usually just err on not changing anything. I wouldn't play something like 1 Rekindling Phoenix just for Vannifar in a deck like this. Like I wouldn't play cards that you can't cast without Vannifar just for Vannifar. Oh, Sculpted Mind. Oh, maybe you did. That's the thing. Yeah, it's just been a while. I don't remember. I just played like I said. I err towards not making changes unless they're like right there and saying feel free to change stuff like right then, because yeah, I basically just err towards not changing. But yeah, Cavalier Guest. Yeah, the other day Zerf donated. And he just wanted like a Sultai Sanity deck and a Thief Sanity Sultai deck, and I changed it a ton, and he was all good with that. Shalai's good against like a potential mass manipulation. I'm glad we ditched Shalai right about now. So if I play Ooze, we get pretty wrecked by Gates Ablaze. If I play Vivian, the Gatebreaker Ram kills the Vivian. I expect my opponent to have Gates Ablazes. I think we can beat Ablaze with this hand. We just have to find removal for Gatebreaker Ram. problem with keeping negate there is if they do just a blaze here, then I'm sitting at 4 mana, then negate's not looking so good. Oh yeah, absolutely double blocking if they attack. They should not be attacking whatsoever. But if they do, I'm double blocking. I would not expect them to attack. That is not a good attack. We don't know if, like, yeah, that just, yeah. Not expecting an attack there at all.
That can't help you now.
Thing is, my opponent still has 7 cards. You know, we have a Vivian in play, which is awesome, but we're not in like a great spot. Okay, they draw a bunch of cards. Go to discard.
You can't stop nature.
I would have preferred to have Knight of Autumn here. Like, that would have been a good card to be able to find with Vivian. But Prime Speaker Vannifar will be able to get Knight of Autumn next turn. We can play Branch Walker, activate the Vannifar for a Knight. But in the meantime, they have infinite cards in hand and infinite lands now.
No one said restoration was painless.
I think I need to get that Guild Summon off the battlefield. It's an awkward card. I'd much rather Detention Krasis than Colossus, if possible. Not looking so good for us, though. Kill that.
I've lost so much already. I won't lose more.
Baffling. Wait, what? Waffling Bend also
nothing.
kills Colossus? What's Waffling Bend? That's not Baffling End. Yeah, this Colossus costs 8. This says 3 or less. Alright, so we'll just be taking their 2 things out. They're down to 3 cards, though. We have been fighting through cards. When Deputy dies, it's not really an if. We're not dealing 22 to them before Deputy dies. So when Deputy dies, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do about this Colossus.
Come to me.
It's kind of the big problem with Deputy. Alright, because saving Deputy for Krasis, you know, is better for us. I just had more. Well, we're only in game 2, and we're up a game. So I don't think the match was over 5 minutes ago. Unfortunately, we're only at 1 blue source now, so even if I take out Vivian and find another Deputy for both of these, we will not be able to get them both. Okay, well, never mind.
The wilds are my shield.
Alright, so Vivian down. Nice, hero. Good job. I wish I could just not be playing Deputy of Detention. I don't think I have a better option, though. I wish we had more negates and less spell pierce. Fortunately, I just don't want any of the cards in our sideboard. If we had negates, I would be taking out the 2 Wild Growth Walkers for the 2 negates. If we had them. Yeah, I could have -3'd and killed the Colossus last turn. Last match, that is. The reason why I mulliganed the first hand is because they were all tap land. That was the reason why I mulliganed. We were looking at turn 3 playing a Wild Growth Walker and so on. Like, it was just so slow. Hoping to get a little acceleration. This hand is obviously not really better. We don't have even a Wild Growth Walker to play on turn 3. Move to discard again. Sacrifice. Up the chain. Alright, Branch Walker. Explore for us. Yes, I will take a Vivian. Please and thank you. Just want to remind y'all we have had 18 Quip referrals so far. We're 2 away from a 12-hour stream with people buying a new toothbrush with Quip. If you go through my referral link, you not only get a free donation deck for getting a brand new toothbrush, but you also get your first refill for free. It's an extra tube of toothpaste and brush head sent to you every 3 months. Check it out. Quip is very good quality toothbrush for a very affordable price. Yeah, you could say our opponent is ramming their head against the wall into these baffling ends. Is it better to get Vivian down now? Or do I baffling end right away? It's probably... So the big problem with playing Vivian is our opponent could have Circuitous Route that makes their Gatebreaker Ram too big. Yep, so let's get rid of that. We don't want Circuitous Route to take out the Vivian. Get this attack in, go get a Jade Light. Alright, Abzan Legends is up there on the channel. No Circuitous Route is very good for us. They don't have blue mana. Like, they could just be sitting with like a like a bunch of their blue spells. They don't have blue mana. What am I getting at for? Maybe Shalai? Our 4-mana slot is pretty bad. Riverwise Augur doesn't do a lot for us right now. And I think I boarded out Zagana. But at least Riverwise Augur lets us go get... It's easier for us to get Biogenic Ooze by sacking the Augur next turn than Shalai. So I'll go ahead and get the Augur. Yeah. We can just put these lands back on top. Now tuck away those lands.
The balance comes.
I guess I do kind of want a land drop so I can Krasis for 6 next turn. But I also can take up Vivian next turn to get a land drop. So now a Blaze would deals 3. Still does not kill Vannifar yet. They're just sitting with the Blazes. But if I use Vannifar, if I sack Augur and go get Biogenic Ooze, Ooze is only going to make 2 3/3s, and 3/3s will die to an Ablaze.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
5, 6. Attack. Yeah, they're probably just sitting. Yeah, probably just sitting with all those growth spirals and guild summits in their hand. It's the old 4-color mana base. Sometimes it gets you. They could have their own Krasis. I think my next turn I'm going to try to get Jade Light. I'm going to play Jade Light and sacrifice it for Shalai, so Shalai can protect Vivian through the last turn here before we ultimate, with Vivian going to 8 loyalty there. Alright, and Bant Vannifar getting a win there against Gates. Really did not think we were going to be beating Gates at the beginning of that match. Absolutely not. But 2 times that, game 1 and game 3, our opponent just got stuck on lands and didn't put up too much of a fight. Therefore, yeah, so Krasis is 2 CMC when it's on the battlefield, so you can sack a Krasis to get a deputy kind of thing. I don't think I would keep this on the draw, but I think on the play I can. We're still turn 3 Jade Light, presuming that things go according to plan. And so opponent had a peek there. 1 mana, look at your hand. So now the opponent knows that I'm relying on this Llanowar Elf for Jade Lights. Please don't kill it. Unfortunate. Yeah, game 1, that Gates opponent last match, game 1 they did not have red, game 3 they did not have blue. This kind of been happening to us a few times today. Keeping the 2-lander, not drawing any lands kind of thing. And now this is Grixis. Dimir Guildgate. So running another deputy out there to take the treasure map is pretty vulnerable against Ritual of Soots. So the big problem with deputy, it's like, sure it gets rid of a thing, but it's not, it's gonna die, basically. It's never going to keep the... Like, 1 power is just not killing the opponent. Yeah, Knight of Autumn would destroy the treasure map. That was going to be the plan until they killed the deputy. Hephaestus says, "Hey, Todd, I'm starting to play best of 3 in Magic. What are your advices on which deck should I build, or at least try to play ranked? Currently gold 1, playing best of 1, and I'm tired of red deck wins. Alright, first we have Yud with a sub for the 4th month in a row. Welcome back. Thanks, Yud. Thank you for that continued patronage. I really do appreciate that. Everybody, let's get some hype in the chat for our new sub today. It's not a new sub. It's a resub. It's a Yud sub. That gets our sub battle counter down to 194. Anyway, basically what I recommend is just kind of taking a look at like the best of 3 metagame, maybe like on MTG Goldfish, which I can link here. It does not take me very long to find it. Here we go. And just kind of pick out a deck for you, really. You can play basically anything. All the decks are pretty good, and you know, find something that you think you'll enjoy and way you can build your collection, or what's not too difficult to build or anything like that. If I try to take the tokens with Deputy, they can just sacrifice the token that I am taking, and it will not take the other 2 tokens. So that plan would not work very well. I'm glad we had like a Hydroid Krasis on top, like a good spell where I get to make the Jade Light a 4/3, because I need a clock. Ah, thanks to Faces. Yeah, the Grixis decks are a really good choice. Grixis discard is quite awesome. And very, very strong. I think we may be playing a league of Grixis discard here tonight, maybe. We'll kind of see how long this one goes. I think we may have some time for a 5th league. I guess Grixis discard games do take a long time, though. It's not out of the question to have... Oh, why didn't I just attack with the deputies, too? I should. It's not out of the question to have a 2-hour league there with Grixis discard. Do you think our opponent's going to board out Duress? I think they may board out Duress. Maybe we'll just play like 2 matches of Grixis discard like in the ranked part instead of doing a league. Duress has been MVP of the game so far. This is the opponent's face right now. No, the Vannifar was known. That we just drew the Branch Walker off the Krasis. That was not a known card. Oh, thanks, Aquaman. Just spent a couple days on a train, and the streams were good entertainment there. Good. Wow. Just done. Do they just have like a bunch of negates in hand? What if they had a bunch of negates in hand? Spell Pierce, Vivian, Knight of Autumn, Dovin, Shalai, Spell Pierce, Baffling End. 75, submit. Okay, maybe not. I Deputy of Detention actually did stuff there, but I don't expect it to do anything again. That's not a card that I want against Grixis control. So that card's going to come out. Then, let's see. We're a 24 land deck. Let's take out Zagana. Definitely like Tristani. Get rid of Augur. Augur's actually fine here. I think I can get rid of Wild Growth Walker. Whoops. Do not want to cut Branch Walker, Jade Light. Those cards are way too good. Bugler can kind of go. Bugler's pretty whatever. We'll go to 2 Shalai. I do like Shalai against Thief of Sanity. You know, it's a good blocker. It doesn't die to Ritual of Soot. This is 62. We'll go 2 Baffling End, maybe just 1 Baffling End. Cut 1 Dovin. I like cutting 1 Dovin. Go with this. What am I? I'm just gonna cut a Vannifar. Actually, this is not. Yeah, I'm cutting a Vannifar. Vannifar's not even that good in this matchup. As we saw there, that game just never even played my Vannifar. Jade Light, you're going to have to find us some blue mana. Alright, we got the answer to Thief of Sanity. Creature? Why can't it be permanent? This should say permanent. You don't think Baffling Ends would, or like these dinosaurs here on the Baffling End would eat up that Riverwise Augur? Wow. They all about that enchantment stuff. I'm glad we brought in the extra Knight of Autumns. Rude. Oh yeah, Baffling End lands? Absolutely. That sounds reasonable. Baffling End target library with 3 or less cards. That should be a thing. Alright, I hope they draw all of their Thought Erasures. I hope they just kept a Thought Erasure on top. What does Dovin do in the deck? Well, you can +1, and then until end of turn, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may put a loyalty counter on Dovin. Grand Arbiter. You can also -1 and create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. You gain 1 life. Yeah, but I guess why is it in the sideboard? I don't really know. Ha! It does make Thopters that you can sacrifice to Eldritch Reborn. Boom. Take a look at that.
This is just a small example of my genius.
Just like with like, yeah, I I can't imagine that Dovin is one of the best 15 cards for the sideboard. I can't really picture myself putting a Dovin in the sideboard with this kind of deck. But it's in play. And we're doing stuff with it. So right now, Jadelight Ranger is the only thing. I could minus this Dovin and play new Dovin, but then if I minus the Dovin, they get to get Dovin back with Eldritch Reborn. I don't necessarily want that.
Small things that matter.
So let's go Krasis for 5. Even though it's only Divination Krasis, you know, Krasis for another one would be better, but we got more Krasises, so it's all good. Temple of Aklazats. Could do some work for our opponent, gaining them a bunch of life. It really does seem like Alcatraz, right? Like you just want to say Alcatraz whenever you see this land, but it's Aklazats. Yeah, why are they keeping Eldritch Reborn on top? Just make me sack my 1/1? Ah, they had the Thought Erasure before. When I was Shalayan. Likely, at least. Oh, the auto tap taps the temple? Oh, our opponent's kind of dead. Auto tap tap temple. They're gonna need like cast down for this Krasis. Wow, auto tap. Yeah, because they could have like blocked with Shalai and then sacked Shalai and gained 4 life. Okay, so they did have, so their plan was cast down. So the auto tap didn't matter as much.
What burns them
Wait.
heartens me.
Okay, yeah, they still have the... Oh, not you. So they still have Eldritch Reborn. Make a sack a 1/1. No, I don't think War of the Spark will have more dual lands, no. I don't think there will be any more dual lands until rotation probably. Like I don't think there'll be new dual lands, but I could see the core set 2020 having the buddy lands again. You know, like cards like Sunpetal Grove and stuff. I could see those being reprinted there.
There is elegance in simplicity.
I really like the Scrylands. The Scrylands are like probably a perfect. Like I think the Scrylands are like a perfect land in Standard. They're so good. The Shock dual mana base is really nice though too. Like the Shock buddy land. Like these work really well together. Scrylands were awesome though. All right, we are 2-0. What is the rarest paper card I have? I have a Is this the deck box? Is this the deck box I have it in? Is this my legacy deck? No, it is not. That is Tron. Yuck. I have a... what's the card called? In my legacy 5-color loam deck, I have that land... The Tabernacle Pendrell Veil. There you go. I have a Tabernacle Pendrell Veil. That's my rarest card. It's an Italian version. Unfortunately, not English, but it's Italian. But it's real close to near mint. Schnapps with the sub for the 15th month in a row. If it's not near mint, it's because I riffle shuffled it too much. Thank you so much, Schnapps. Let's see. I kind of want to keep this. You know, if we just didn't have Harbor Grove, I do kind of want to keep it. Branchwalker Jadelight are awesome. Let's just keep it. So Schnapps with that resub gets our sub battle countdown down to 193, 7th sub of the day. Yeah, Tabernacle is awesome. Just so like if we played a Tabernacle right now, they would have to pay 2 to, you know, have to pay 1 to keep each creature alive and everything. No, it is destroy, Varchild. It's not errata to sacrifice. It's destroy. Tabernacle destroys them. So like Merit Lage doesn't get destroyed because it's indestructible. No, Tabernacle does not tap for mana. Ugh, no lands.
Let's tear. I've seen things that would break someone like you.
So much for finding lands.
Ah, not again.
Please don't shoot my deputy.
I lead the Golgari now. Step aside. What can I say? Death is cheap.
Well dang.
Balance comes.
Yeah, I like the unhinged lands, and I also like beta. Those are like the two that I would use, would be either unhinged or beta. So we're playing versus Sultai. Let's get these Baffling Ends in there. Vivian's. Shalai can protect Deputy. Okay, Knight of Autumn, Zagana are out. Bugler just doesn't usually matter too much. Now, Baffling is okay against Vivian, because they just get, even if Vivian kills the Baffling, they just get a 3/3 dinosaur token. Like, that's the 3/3 dinosaur token is not that big a deal. It's a lot better than like Seal Away, but like getting rid of like their big Wild Growth Walker or whatever, I like it. I traded in cards for Tabernacle. I actually just traded a bunch of cards for store credit. for it. And I think I had store credit from doing well at events and stuff too that worked towards it as well. Which one of these 5s am I cutting? A Lyra, an Ooze, or a Discordant, or Tristani? I think Tristani. Tristani's probably like the worst one against Finality. Oh, I have another deck box here. What's in this deck box? Hey! There it is. It's right here, actually. Tabernacle of Pendril Vale. It is so pretty. Such a pretty card. It's in Italian. Yeah, I just took it out of the sleeve. I have never been very kind to my cards. I've certainly riffle shuffled this one in a couple tournaments. But it still looks very nice. Walker. What if I cast Riverwise Augur? This is, well, I was gonna say this is the easiest way for us to guarantee having enough mana for Vivian next turn. This is by looking at our top 3 and getting one. Keeping find finality, huh? All right, I have the shock land there in that spot. So I wanted to get rid of the shock land. So they want to finality. Let's just take the Jade Light to go with this Wild Growth Walker. Where did I get it? I got it from SEG. Traded money I got from like store credit I got from like classics and stuff and cards for that. Find broker. Thanks, Tofu. But yeah, I don't go to the tournaments anymore. Lifestyle change here, streaming. Instead, separated from the company, and now this is what I do. So it's probably best to go Branchwalker Jade Light. Yeah, it's just best to do that. And so the choice of like Explore 2, then Explore 1, or Explore 1, then Explore 2. Honestly, not sure exactly which one is the better of those two to do. I feel like if I'm playing this Land War Elf out, I'm just kind of playing it into finality. My favorite set of all time is honestly probably Magic Origins. I thought Magic Origins was just a really, really well-designed set. The cards were a lot of fun. There was a lot of like good throwbacks in the set. I thought it was the first set with the flip Planeswalkers, and I thought those were really exciting and everything. I think Magic Origins would be my favorite set. Thanks, Tofu. Let's see. Kanzatar Cure was an awesome one. That was a really good one. Odyssey, Onslaught, those ones were a little before me. Urza's Saga was so powerful. Man, Urza Saga. So powerful. Good old Theros. I like Theros. Favorite set was Legends? Yeah, there you go. That Tabernacle's from Legends. Ooh, really? RTR. Return to Ravnica. Ooh. I wasn't a big fan of that set. Thoughtseize. Supreme Verdict. It's really the Zori's card. Supreme Verdict, Detention Sphere. Sphinx's Revelations. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna Bugle Boy. See what we get. Crisis. Crisis is a good hit. Vivian going to the bottom is a bad hit. I'm early 30s. Avacyn Restored was a really good set too, actually. I liked Avacyn Restored. I liked Avacyn Restored Limited. Not a lot of people liked Avacyn Restored Limited, but I did, and I played it quite a bit on Magic Online. I think that maybe one of the reasons why I liked it was because there were so many valuable cards that you could open up. And so maybe that's why I liked it so much, because, you know, opening up like Cavern of Souls or Crystal Brand or whatever. So Prime Speaker Vannifar would have been our best play last turn, but because our opponent was showing Chupacabra, I went Walker. I guess Walker. I went double Walker so that my Vannifar was not getting killed by that Chupacabra.
Meet my let's tear this place apart.
Meet my let's tear this place apart? Come on, Vivian. Yeah. What Billy and Storm said, I had that experience quite a bit, saying I liked Avacyn Restored draft because it was such common knowledge that black was awful in draft, and you could basically so that you could basically always draft black completely uncontested and win. I need them to not draw Finality for a turn. Please do not draw Finality. One turn. Then I can Shalai.
Let's do this again.
Then I can start activating Shalai. Please don't draw Finality. Please, no Finality in here. It's just, our deck is just bad against Finality in general. Hooray, no Finality. Alright, no Finality. And we have Shalai protecting. Do I go greedy and cast Krasis, or start now? I should just start activating Shalai. Let's turn this Bugler into something useful. Do I want to turn land werewolves into something useful? No. Alright, one more turn till I can get the deputy out of range. Bleh. I can only do this as a sorcery. Alright, so I think I'm going to shuffle away the deputy. I don't think we need it. I'm down to 10.
Would you like to see what's left of Sky? Sometimes restoration means retribution. Not dead yet.
Alright, so we got 2 lethal attackers in the air. For next turn. In case they find Chupacabra for 1, or Vivian for 1, we got the other. And that's game. Opponent did not have that clutch finality that they needed. And we were able to take it down. So are we 3-0? Is that 3-0? Seems like it's 3-0. I think it's 3-0. Alright, Echelon 9. We've been getting pretty fortunate with this league. Especially that Gates win. Yeah, there's a lot of good things in the deck. Yeah, could use some tunings, some tuning definitely, especially the sideboard. I don't like the Dovins, I don't like the Spell Pierces. But yeah, Vannifar, when it starts going, it is crazy. The Riverwise Augur has been nice, honestly. It's been an underrated card here in these games. Alright, King Toll. King Toll says it's almost 2 a.m. here, so I'm going to be saying goodnight, but today has been amazing with so many great and funny moments. Thanks for being such an awesome streamer. Always glad to have you here, King Toll. I'll see you on Wednesday, because no stream tomorrow. So have a wonderful night, and thanks for being here like always. So it looks like we're playing against Drakes. Deputy of Attention's not bad. It's not bad. I'll keep that. Todd, I know you don't play Commander right now, but when you're back in Texas, what is your favorite Commander? So, yeah, I don't have my own Commander deck right now. The times that I've played Commander with my friends in Texas has been just using my friends' decks whenever I join like their play group and stuff for a little bit. So I'm going to have to make my own Commander deck. I don't know who my favorite Commander will be in anything. I haven't really thought about it too much, honestly. So... yeah, I don't know. I know one of my friends has a real fun Gitrog deck, but I like using that one, but I probably won't want to build another Gitrog deck since he already has one. Do I play any other video games? Yeah, right now I'm playing Breath of the Wild also. I got a Switch in like December, and that's the game that I'm still playing. Getting pretty close to having beating the whole game and everything. Not that close, but pretty close. I haven't been playing it as much the last few weeks with how much we've been streaming and everything. So only play for a couple hours here and there, but it's such a great game. So Night of Autumn, we can turn Night of Autumn into Shalai or Primes or the Riverwise Augur. Those are our 2 4-drops. Probably thinking we want to turn it into Shalai to be able to protect Deputy and Vannifar. No, this isn't a cover. This is just Silver Sun pickups. Lazy Eye. No, this is regular Silver Sun pickups. Avacyn, Angel of Hope's your favorite commander? Nice. That's a good one. I think I would have been just fine. I think I would have been just fine activating Shalai to get Shalai out of Lava Coil range, but then we drew the Bugler, so we got to double spell. Let's go get Zagana. Go give our Wild Growth Walker trample. And then, of course, you know, we can Ah, they had Beacon Bolt. Good thing we didn't just activate Shalai there. Alright, so I could Deputy the Drake. Or I can activate this thing. If I activate this thing, this is 8 trample. That's 13. 16 trample. They're at 4. They have 8. 8 toughness, 16 trample. Gonna go ahead and get that done. Question is, what do you think's better in best of 3? Is it Phoenix or is it Drakes? And honestly, I don't know. Those are 2 decks that I don't play very much at all. You really have to ask somebody who plays those decks more than I do. I honestly don't have a good answer for which one's better positioned these days with Phoenix or Drakes. You know, I could kind of make up something, but it's not. I don't have a well-educated opinion there. So we don't need Knight of Autumn. Dovin can make like some chump blockers, which is kind of nice. Baffling End only gets rid of the Electromancer. Gonna play a negate to kind of protect my creatures like from their spells. And protect Deputy Detention. I think protecting Deputy Detention can be pretty important. So I should maybe play another Shalai. Yeah, I think I'll play like another Shalai instead of like a Biogenic Ooze. So again, protecting Deputy. No, instead of Tristani. Gomez says, I play both Phoenix and Drakes, and I can totally say that I don't know. Mulligan. Mulligan. Down to 5 we go. Down to 5 we go. Our first hands weren't so good, so down to 5 we go. Why am I shocking here instead of playing Forest? No real reason. Sometimes you have to shock yourself to feel something. After mulliganing down to 5. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Alright, J-Light Ranger, you can do it. You can win. I have faith. I guess, just... It's a 2-2 that draws a card. I guess 2-2 that draws a card is probably better than a random thing. Alright, Bugler's nice here where we get to clear off one of those lands. That's kind of a good combo. We get to put one card back that we get to clear off. So it's basically like drawing 2 cards. That's a good combo. It's a pretty good combo there. Yeah, so it's 2/2, draw 2 cards. Crisis. Alright, I'll take that thing. Retro. That thing's gonna kill me so fast. So fast. Okay, we're gonna take a minute here to remind you all about the special deal we have with Harry's. You can get the Harry's starter set, includes razor, shaving cream, sent to you for only $3. Usually it costs $13. If you sign up for their subscription, which is cancelable at any time, you get $5 off to make it $8. And then if you use my referral link there and use coupon code ToddStevensMTG, you can get the starter set for only $3, free shipping, US, Canada, UK. It's really a great deal. Y'all should definitely check that out. If we have 8 more people sign up for that Harry starter set, also we'll be doing a 12-hour stream there. So if you want to help support the stream, very easy thing is just to spend $3, get a nice razor and shaving cream sent to you. Game 3. Yeah, our deck not having harpooners is pretty weird. I'd agree there. Harpooners would be better than Dovins in the sideboard. Yeah, you can sack like a Llanowar Elf, grab that Harpooner, or if the Harpooner eats like a 1/1, like a Terramander or something, you can sack it to go get a Jade Light. It is, unfortunately, it is like the 3 power you don't get with Bugler. Would Tithe-Taker and Incubation Druids be good replacements for 2-drops? Yeah, if you don't want to do like the Explore things, you want to play those cards. Yeah, those are Tithe-Taker. Tithe-Taker works really well with both Bugler and Vannifar, both of them. So yeah, that's a good one there. And yeah, Incubation Druid's just an awesome card as well. Okay, nice. No coil. No Phoenixes yet. Still no Phoenix. Now coil won't kill Shalai anymore. Boom, boom. Op down to 10. Growth Chamber Guardian would also work. You can sacrifice extra Growth Chamber Guardians, go get more kind of thing. Alright, so certainly expecting my opponents to have Dive Down here. I'm going to... It's either activate Shalai or play Wild Growth Walker plus Branch Walker. I think just playing the two is the thing to do. I'm not going to attack. I honestly just don't think I need to attack. They can wait till next turn. I don't need them to kill my Lyra with a dive down and deal 6 to them, put them down to 4. I don't know. I just don't think we need to attack. Ooh, yeah. Exclusion Mage as a sideboard card. That could be pretty neat. I agree. And that's lethal. They block both the angels and our ground creatures deal 10. Boom. Boom. 4-0. Sure, we lost our mold to 5, but Shalai so good. So good. All right. We are going to the final boss with an extra life. Here we go. Let's get into the mood. Final boss. Start of our run. Like first game, this deck doesn't have enough white sources. Bad mana base. End of run. 5 wins. Hey, this deck's great. So as y'all can see tomorrow, no stream tomorrow. Taking the day off, but we're going to be back Wednesday. We'll be playing some Mono Black Zombie, some Grixis Discard. Playing those on Wednesday. Probably some Naya Huatli. Alright, KY Bosch. We have you and I guess Liliana. We got Liliana for our final boss. Yeah, maybe some Golgari Spider. I need to check out that whole. I was looking at your deck, Yud, and you have like no lands and all these 6 and 7 mana and 8 mana cards with like 23 lands. That can't be. That deck can't work. Like, there's no way. We had to make some changes to Golgari Spider. So Lava Coil kills Deputy. Or Double Shock. It's not like super likely that they have one of their 4 Lava Coils or 2 of their 4 Shocks. Dude, Riverwise Augur plus Jade Light Ranger, that's a combo. I guess my plan's not going to work as well as I thought. Alright, I want to change. I don't want to actually put these 2 back. I just kind of put these back quickly. Oh well, too late. Well, I want to play... Yeah, I want to play Vannifar next turn. Like, so basically my plan was, like, maybe I could go, like, Wild Growth into Jade Light and have Jade Light draw the land. That's what I'm thinking, like, Jade Light draws land. But now I have to do Jade Light draw land and then play Wild Growth, but that's not as good. So then my plan is just going to be to play the Vannifar. So I wish I would have put something else back so I could have played land drop plus Vannifar this turn. Because I want to play Vannifar to be able to go find another Deputy of Detention. Hey, that's awesome, Ice Up Sun. Saying, just played your new version of Mardu Angels, came in first with it, map and Clarion are great. Main deck. That's awesome. What event did you play? Did you play like a store event kind of thing? Yeah, this Chrono Trigger theme was... Oh, dang. This is one of the more requested... This was a highly requested song for the Final Boss playlist. What do y'all think of the Chrono Trigger theme here? I think I'm going to go Wild Growth plus Jade Light instead of just Lyra. I never played Chrono Trigger myself. Yeah, we could get some more Mardu Angels. We did really well that last time we played it with that the Treasure Map Clarion version. Mardu Angels control. How could this possibly be a good attack? So they're gonna just dive down their thing? I don't... Well, like, if I block, they can't Lava Coil anymore, right? Because then their Electromancer's gone. So they just have Shock? But then they could dive down to protect the... I guess they're dive downing to protect that. There's just nothing... Yeah, I think maybe they thought they're about like 1 mana. Cool, you want a Lyra event? Nice. Ow. No. Play that. Play this. Alright, so dive down gets this here. Please don't have another Drake. Tilt. Dive down is just going to get me. Whoa. Whoa. Talk about a card I was not expecting. Dang it, an Arclight just for enough for lethal. Exact lethal with the Arclight Phoenix right there. One more turn, Bugler could have found, you know, like, Bugler could have found Jade Lights or, you know, like other Explore creatures for Wild Growth Walker or Deputy Detention or another crazy, you know, like, we're going to be kind of fine. So I guess I, you know, needed to block with the Lyra before. But, you know, they could have just had the dive down that would have killed the Lyra. Def negate. I mean, I think I'm just sideboarding like we did the last time. Like, Vivian Reed's great against Crackling Drake, but it's not good against Phoenix. Took out Tristani, out Knight of Autumn, out Zagana. Did I just board out Zagana a little bit ago? How did I just sideboard? Oh, this is 60 right here. No, I think I kept in Zagana, didn't I? I think I kept it like this. Yeah, I think this is all I did last time. So we're only 32 YouTube subscribers from a 12-hour stream. So we need 2 people to sign up for Quip. Get an awesome toothbrush. We need 8 people to buy a watch or sunglasses from Movement. We need 8 people to get the $3 Harry's Razor. Easy peasy. So we are 4-0 right now. We have a loss to give. And we can, you know, we got our extra life, so even if we lose this, we have our extra life. We still get another boss fight. I already have one Bugler. If I didn't have like that Bugler to fill the curve, I would have kept this one. Ooh, no shock. Alright, just keeping the pressure on. Bacon Bolt. Bacon Bolt. It's not a great time for a Bacon Bolt. Gonna need some more pigs over there in the graveyard if you're gonna get enough bacon to kill a Branch Walker. Night Owl! Good night, friends. Hey, thanks for the luck there. Thanks, Night Owl. Yeah, taking that top spot on the leaderboard. Let's see. I guess we're gonna deputy this Phoenix. Oh my gosh. Auto tap. I should have played my planes first. No. 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 Alright. Should lie down. And now I don't have lethal because we didn't get to play the Branch Walker. Last turn. We'll just have the Branch Walker just trades with Bugler here. They go to 1. Hopefully this is good enough. We do know they have at least that Bacon Bolt to be able to eat up the Deputy of Detention. At the very least. Oh, Electromancer is such a good card for them. Well, I mean, it's probably chump blocking, but it's at least a blocker that, you know, like they can now have Bacon Bolt plus like Lava Coil. It helps them stay alive, basically. But maybe they just have a bunch of shocks. Banefire for 1 self. Nice. Alright, game 3. Can we keep fighting through this? Get this 3rd game? The 5-0 dream is alive. Can we get there? Oh no. What is this one-lander? No, what are these one-landers? Come on, deck. Why do you do this? We just wanted to 5-0. We didn't want to mold a 4. Well, this is what we got. 4 cards. This is a sad song for our sad hands. Oh, I'd love to play Jade Light next turn. No, JRC, no stream tomorrow. Taking tomorrow off. Opponent didn't play land either. Seriously, why don't you just radical idea on your own turn so you can hit a land drop maybe? What are you doing, opponent? Play spells on your own turn. Doesn't matter if they say instant. We still did not hit a 3rd land drop. Well, there's a 3rd land drop. So now 3 spells and a Phoenix comes back. Elf's a land that's going to die. They have used 2 coils. I'm glad they used coil instead of shock. It's a better chance of Deputy surviving. Never mind. I had Beacon Bolt. Deputy's not surviving. So since we know it's not surviving, might as well take the Electromancer. If I take the Phoenix, they just get the Electromancer back with haste. The Electromancer won't have... Or if I take the Phoenix, they'll get the Phoenix back with haste whenever they kill Deputy. Electromancer like makes them spend all their mana on Beacon Bolt, and then it doesn't have haste. So can we get another land for Shalai? Okay. Yeah. Considering going Vannifar here, honestly, and untapping with Vannifar and then turning Augur into Lyra. It seems like we're still in it, but our opponent has so many cards still. And dead. Dang. Mold of 4, game 3. That is rough. So we had an extra life. No fear, no fear. We're still in it. Alright, final boss, part 2. The final boss's final form. Alright. Go, Branchwalker, go. Stomping ground. Stomping ground. Okay, get your cat butt out of my face. I would like to end turn, please. Thought I already ended this turn. Ugh. Alright, Vannifar, go! We got all these elves. Oh, that's not an elf. It's a Merfolk Scout. Merfolk Scout. Elf. Ooze. Wizard. I may just graveyard this, honestly. I don't have 2 white. Our opponent probably can't beat this card, but I don't have 2 white. Oh yeah, Vannifar could be activated at instant speed. It'd be so busted. Man, you just be getting your instant speed frilled mystics. Just countering stuff while you're tapped out. Hey KY Bosch. It's all good. Good games. Last match. Alright. Opponent staying aggressive. Be aggressive. Phoenix. A Phoenix. Zoink. And they're down to 5. That's true. They did make wilderness reclamation, so anything's possible. Good point. So I can Bugler and look for another deputy, which would give me lethal, or I just play a big Krasis. I think I'm just going to play the big Krasis. It's just safe. Get that thing out here. It's a 5/5. They're at 5. Looks like Bugler was probably not hitting another deputy. There's only 2 other deputies in the deck. Ah. They had that Phoenix coming back. Why did they say yes? Oh. Okay. I was like, why did they fight? They had no creatures in the graveyard at the time. And attack. Yeah, they've had to have some 2-for-1 trades there. Yeah, Shock the Vannifar, Harpooner, the Crisis. This could be kind of a tough matchup for us. I think I like these Baffling Ends. Don't want Knight. I'm not sure how much I really want our flyers. I guess we should probably keep them. I could see them playing Collision Colossus to go along with Harpooner. But Shalai does protect Deputy pretty well. So if we're bringing in Baffling Ends, let's cut a Bugle Boy and a... I don't know. I kind of like all these cards. The Biogenic Ooze. I think I like Zagana. Just being a 4/4 and everything. I gotta cut one card. I don't know what to cut. I don't know what to cut. Another Bugle Boy. I don't really like any of my options to cut. I'll just get rid of this Ooze, I guess. I kind of like the Ooze, though. Like, Ooze is good. I don't know. Maybe I cut Lyra? No, I can't cut Lyra. 61 cards equals win. 60 cards equals lose. Oh, no. I went 61. Or I went 60. No. Uh-oh. Opponent's down to 5. But I need to draw land. Because even one land with this hand, we get to Bugler and potentially find... There we go. We can potentially find, you know, like Jade Light or Branch Walker. So they're making up for their Mold to 5. I'll wait a little bit before I deputy these Guardians. Don't need to do it right away. Yeah, we could have Guess we could always cast the Krasis on turn 2 if we need to. Alright, starting the final boss, let's play the playlist over because we didn't get through. Or we got through the whole playlist and we're still battling. So they just didn't play Growth Chamber Guardian? You could definitely kill me. We'll see if they have like a Colossus. Okay, just a Lightning Strike, that's fine. Trade those for a Lightning Strike. You know, like if I just take the damage and they have like that Lightning Strike, it could be really, really bad for me. Hope they are out of removal now. After using 2 strikes and a coil. Ooh, Lyra's clutch. And of course they know about this Baffling End. I can trade and Baffling End the token. So their Phoenix doesn't come back. And so let's just go ahead and do that. And play Vannifar. I don't know what I'm really going to do with this Vannifar, though. There we go. The 5 win has been achieved. Five and 1. We have defeated the final boss. All right, so Bant Vannifar did its thing. That was pretty nice. I think the deck could certainly use some tuning, as we were talking about. I think our sideboard could use some work. I would much prefer negates, for example, instead of spell pierces. I think Dovin is just very unnecessary, and some harpooners would be nice to have for like mono blue and for drakes. We do have Knight of Autumns that I think I'd want a Frilled Mystic. think the other card I'd want, like, for control or for Nexus or like Reclamation, anything like that. I think I just want to play a Frilled Mystic in the deck. I know you can't get it at instant speed with Vannifar. You can't get it with Bugler, but it's just a great card. It's either that or like another negate. I think some more counter magic could be nice. Yeah, or yeah, like some, maybe just if you could play like a bounce spell, Exclusion Mage kind of thing with Vannifar. That's kind of the awkward part about Frilled Mystic and Harpooner, that you can't get them with Vannifar, but they're so good. And you can also Vannifar them away, especially like after you counter something with Frilled Mystic, like then you can untap and Vannifar away the Frilled Mystic and go get your Tristani or Lyra or Ooze or anything like that. Yeah, I think this is our first Vannifar deck to make it to the 5 wins. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you have some Disdainful Strokes in your sideboard. I could see playing a Disdainful Stroke there instead of Frilled Mystic. I could see doing that. Either one. I'll just put a Frilled Mystic here for now, but yeah, either one there. So, there we go. 5-1 with Bant Vannifar. So if you're watching this video later on YouTube, don't forget to hit the sub button over there. We are getting so close to that 12-hour stream with our YouTube subs and, of course, with our other referrals as well. So thanks for... so there we go. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.